Merry Christmas if you're celebrating it. What a day in the markets. I can't believe it, on Christmas Eve for the markets to be so bullish. I really didn't expect this. And so in today's video, I'm going to look at three different coins, and that's DOT, MOVR, and KSM. So DOT is for Polkadot, MOVR is for Moonriver, and KSM is for Kusama, which is Polkadot's Canary network. It's going to be a price-focused video. I just want to let you know. Okay, I'm going to talk about support and resistance, and we'll see what levels can we expect given the current momentum that we've got and what's coming up with Polkadot as well. And so let's take a look here on KuCoin. We can see DOT is currently trading at 897. It did get to a peak of 915 today. Okay, it just happened earlier this morning, depending on when you're watching this and where. Yeah, like if you look in UTC time, it was earlier this morning. And so I do think that we're going to get closer to $10. Again, not financial advice. This is just speculation on my side, because that's where we've got some sort of resistance. It's not heavy resistance, but we do have a bit of a resistance here. You can see around between 10 and 11 here, as you can see. And this one is quite solid. But then there's actually more here. So the $10 resistance that we've got is around here, which is not very, very big. It's not like this one. I think this one is going to be a bit tougher to break. And this one is like between 10.50 and 11. So we can expect it to hit around there and then to probably bounce back down as it encounters that resistance, But like once it goes past that, then we've got different resistance points at like $14, $15, we've got more resistance there. And then the next ones are not like higher up here. Like we've got ones at like 27, So we do have different resistance points, but I don't think the $10 one is like the hardest one to break. And so I think we're going to get to like $11 and then we're going to struggle and we may be bouncing back down. But it all depends on the market conditions overall, because if Bitcoin hovers around 43 to 44K for another while, it could be that the altcoins are just going to take off, as most people are deploying their capital from Bitcoin and Ethereum over to altcoins. Although we got to keep in mind that the Bitcoin ETF could be happening in January. That's the talk around the streets now. So if it does happen, then that's going to take off, in itself. And the altcoins may be going red for a bit, I think. That's usually what happens when Bitcoin takes off a lot. There's a lot of dominance between Bitcoin and the alts, and so that's what could happen there. Now, if we do break down for DOT now, I think we can see around 760. Because we do have a bit of a support here. We formed this nice support here. This is a really nice 3-bar play for anyone that knows about trading strategies. We broke above the previous resistance area here, as you can see, with this huge bar on the 1-week chart. And then we had a red candle, but then the green one engulfed it here and it took off on the third one here. So anybody who took a trade here, like around 750, was golden with a stop loss around here, then you likely made a lot of money on the long play here with this one. And so, yeah, like I said, I think $11 is quite a safe bet for DOT before we encounter resistance. Okay, Moonriver is the next one I want to talk about. What a day for Moonriver holders. I never ever thought we're going to see these prices ever again, to be fair. And this is mostly because I thought MOVR is dead. I thought Glimmer is the one, MOVR is dead. I mean, it dropped all the way down to like $3.60, even less, I think. I think 366 was the lowest we've seen here, 361. There we go. That was the lowest. So yeah, from 361 from 361 to see it go to $44, that's amazing. Like that's a huge growth, more than 11x growth there for MOVR holders who believed in it and who have been accumulating around these levels here, thinking that there may be some sort of comeback in the bull market. I bet none of you expected this to happen on Christmas Eve. Like what a surprise here. To see something like this. But yeah, I'm happy for you. Like I was actually really happy with MOVR because I crowd loaned to MOVR. I even did a video explaining why I'm bullish on Moonriver, when in 2021 when they initially launched that crowd loan. Unfortunately for US citizens, they weren't able to contribute because there were restrictions, in a number of countries, including the US. But yeah, for the rest of the world who did contribute to that crowd loan, like how hyped that was, and how many people were happy with the huge gains that we got from that MOVR crowd loan. And so, to see it at like $500, then dump all the way to $3, like what else would you think, Wouldn't you think that's dead? Yeah, that I thought MOVR is dead. Like we could even have created a meme token MOVR is dead. $36.40 right now. Like this huge candle is amazing here. Yeah, we do have some resistance around this area here of like 46, and that's why it bounced up to that, close to it, and then it just bounced back down because of this area of resistance that it has accumulated on the way down here when it started dumping in 2022. And this is like from February 2022 and even March. That's when we had that area of support back then. It was trading around that. We didn't think it's going to drop much lower, but who would have thought it would drop like so much more, like, 90% down. So yeah, the next area of resistance would be around $175. We do have smaller areas here around 135, and then this one here 209. With this one here 175 is quite big as well, and then this one here at 209. And then the next one would be like 270. So if we get that high, then it's off to the races for Moonriver. And what's interesting is there were no news. So this could all just be speculation. I'm not trying to destroy your dreams here. Let's hope that for the MOVR holders, this is going to keep going up. But it could have just been like speculation, manipulation of the market. Who knows, right? Because we didn't get any news from Moonriver. There was nothing bullish whatsoever. But anybody who holds like Moonwell, for example, which is the DeFi platform on Moonriver, that's been doing really well. I know one guy like in the community who's like really hyped about Moonwell. He kept on telling me about Moonwell. He's like, did you do a video on Moonwell? And I said, yeah, I did. Yeah, but I haven't followed up on Moonwell's progress. So yeah, Moonwell has been doing really well as well. On Moonbeam's side, Glimmer itself has been doing pretty well. It broke like 58 cents. I think it's getting to 60 now. And yeah, anything on Moonbeam is also doing well. Like Glint, for example, I hold Glint from BeamSwap. Now, they're not just a DEX, they're also a perpetuals exchange, which is called BMEX. And so you can actually stake your Glint. I actually got in very low with that one. I got in at 1/10 of a cent. It's now 1/5 of a cent, so it is doing pretty good. It has doubled up. Now it did go lower. I believe it was like 20th of a cent. It dropped like 50% from when I got in, but I only had like a small bag. So I'm happy to see that double up. I mean, if it keeps going up, I'll be happy, of course. But yeah, we'll see how things go as this bull market continues. If Glimmer gets back to like $5 or $10, what does that mean for Moonriver? Could it retest the all-time high again? We'll see. But the last one I want to talk about here is Kusama. So Kusama's at 56.39 here. Again, I didn't think it's going to do so well again. Like, it goes up with Polkadot. So if Polkadot does well, Kusama does well. Like, look at this. It dropped all the way down to like $16.50. Everyone was like, it's a dead bird chain. It's dead. It's not going to come back up. And here we go. Once again, it proved everyone wrong. $55.93. I still hold a little bit of Kusama. I hold a little bit, like, which is transferable. And then I've got some locked up in the Crest crowd loan as well. And so, I'm waiting to see. I also have some Touring from Oak Network. So Touring is the canary of Oak Network. Apparently that's been doing pretty well as well. It did a 5x. It's like over 3 cents right now. It's only available on Mangara X on the DEX of Kusama. And so all of the canary tokens are starting to do well because of Kusama. It's the ripple effect. If the parent coin is doing well, the tokens will follow. It's like with everything, when you're on a specific blockchain, like any of the tokens that are part of the projects building there will usually do well. It's not always the case, but it has been proven here with Polkadot and with Kusama. And so, yeah, I just wanted to do this short video. I'm not going to spend too much in today's video. It's Christmas Eve. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll come back to you with another video on the 26th of December. We'll see what's in store for you then. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to follow this channel for more crypto videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.